Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I squish, I sing, and I cringe. Let's get right on to the video. Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be doing a video that I've been waiting for so long. Guys, here I present to you squishy makeovers. Alright guys, I also just wanted to say that this was definitely inspired by Moriah Elizabeth. I think all of you guys know that it was inspired by her. Kawaii Pineapple and Sophia V Squishys also did it after Moriah Elizabeth, and I think that they did amazing, and I just really wanted to try it out because I thought it would be so much fun. And also I'll link where I got the paints down below if you were wondering, so sorry about that. So I'm going to be doing this donut. It's very messed up. If you want to know how this happened, I'll link it in the iCard. It is just so defected and every bad thing. And then the next squishy I'm going to be doing is this replica Maru Panda donut, and it has a horrible paint job. So what I decided to do is kind of like a chocolate donut, but with like a white vanilla drizzle. And I'm working on painting the chocolate donut with the paints now, and it's starting to look really good. Now let it dry. Even though the chocolate part isn't completely dry, I still was so impatient I had to paint another layer over it, only after 2 hours. I don't know why there's a huge drip there. I'm definitely going to fix that. So now I'm painting yellow over the edge. It's about the same color as it was before, so I'm not changing very much. Now you will see me trying to mix together the color of the shade I want the bottom of the donut to be, and it obviously looks horrible. It looks like the chocolate of the donut when it's supposed to be the bottom. I'm gonna try to put a rainbow over it. The middle was definitely the most hard to do, as you are seeing right now, because there's a big defect in the middle. Now I'm painting purple over it a couple days later. So apparently now it's going to be a two-sided donut because it's rainbow on bottom and chocolate on top. And I cannot tell you how long it took for the rainbow part to dry. As you are seeing in this clip, it's still wet. It's been like 3 days and it's still wet. So if you want to do something like this and you're an impatient person, I would not recommend it. As you can see, I'm painting the edge yellow, being very careful for it not to blend with the rainbow part, and it again is about the same color, but I'm just trying to cover up the mistakes that I made earlier, so there are different colors on the yellow that I don't want, so I'm covering those up. So I'm going to squish it right now. Finally it dried after a very long time. It's very soft. It feels really smooth and nice, and that is still drying, so yeah. Now I'm painting the edge again, and I'm very confused while I'm editing, like, what's what. I'm sorry if there's, like, more than one coat that I did. I just am very confused. Even though the blue part was still drying, I decided to face it towards the middle because the blue part was much drier than the brown part at the time. I will show you guys the results of all the squishies at the very end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So for this one, it took me so long to think about what I was going to do. I decided to do it like kind of like a blueberry donut, but with grape drizzle. I mean, not drizzle, like dipped in grape. And as you can see, I'm not painting it very well, but I will be doing many coats once it dries. So here it's again not completely dry, but since it looked so unappetizing, I decided to do another coat. I don't really regret doing another coat. It was pretty much the same thing, but just more paint. this is what it's like before the final coat. I haven't painted the back yet. And the face, you might be able to see it there. I'm going to paint a face over it once I'm all finished. I'm actually doing very well for the back compared to when I did the front side for the first time. As you can see, I'm covering almost every white spot on the very first coat, which I'm very proud of. It actually is looking really good right now, except for the pink part that is very messed up. Sorry, I don't know what my camera is doing right now, but enjoy the rest of it. This took a lot of coats to make it finally look good, and as you can see, I'm painting it again and again, very many times. The ears were definitely the hardest because they were black, and it's very hard to cover up black with blue. And now this is another day you are seeing that I'm coating the donut again. This is how I dried it because I was not painting the purple, so it doesn't really matter for the purple to touch the cup. So now I'm painting like a little stem, like on a blueberry, on the top of my panda donut because I want it to be just like a blueberry as much as I can since it's blueberry related. And that's all that I'm doing. So the next one I'm going to be doing is this very ugly cake. I never really liked this. It's really hard, so hopefully painting it will make it squishier. So what I'm doing is painting the strawberry red, and then I'm going to paint the whipped cream orange because I want to make this kind of a rainbow theme. Now I'm just fixing up the orange, and now I'm putting yellow on the kind of rim thing, even though it looks very messy. As you can see, I'm kind of gluing the defect with the yellow paint, and then I'm going to be spreading it a little bit more around the rim, and now I'm starting to repaint the green and start blue. Sorry I didn't film the first coat of the purple, but now I'm doing the second coat and trying to block up the brown part of the squishy, and it's starting to look very good. Now I am painting the bottom of the squishy hot pink. Second coat now. Hopefully it won't take too many coats to paint the whole thing. So I actually just realized I'm not completely done with this yet, but I noticed how airy it is. I know once you paint the whole thing it should be pretty airy, but it is so much more slow rising than before. Here, let me show you. Look at how slow rising that is. I know there's a trick that Moriah Elizabeth said that you can poke a toothpick in it and all the air will come out. But I actually like it like this. Like, look, it inflates so much. I actually like this a lot. So let's just get on to the painting. Sorry about that interruption. Now I am painting another layer for the purple stripe and the pink bottom. Now I am just finishing up putting my final coats, and as you heard earlier, right like less than 5 seconds from now, I'm going to show you the final results of all the squishies, all 3 squishies that I painted today. Well guys, you may be waiting for this moment for a very long time because I'm gonna turn that off. You probably have been very annoyed with me because I didn't show you guys any of the final results of the squishies, and now I'm about to, but I wanted to say that the cake, the last squishy that I made, I didn't really change anything from what I had on camera. I just put some more coats, and then the other squishies I added a couple of features to them to make them a little more lively, but I did not show those on camera, so that's why. So the first one I'm going to show is the cake. The pink, I decided to have a rainbow theme, and it's rainbow all the way around. And the one bad thing about this is that when you squish it, well, air is pretty good, but see, there's like an air bubble that comes up like right there. And it's a big air bubble. I don't mind it very much, but this video, I didn't really think that was gonna happen. So I don't really know why it's happened. So if you guys can tell me like why this all happened, I'd love to. But so I would kind of call this sort of a fail. Not too much of a fail, but it was pretty big of a fail. See, do you see that? It like comes up. But it is super slow rising. So I will show you the actual slow risingness. It's a little bit more fast rising, which I'm pretty bummed about. So this definitely is not my favorite squishy that I did because I'm a little bit bummed. Next one was the blueberry donut, and you might be thinking, what? That is so boring. And I made a little face. Okay, you might be thinking, that's not even like a kawaii, or like that's not even a cute face. I didn't want to ruin my squishy by trying to do a cute face, so I decided to do the best I could, which was just doing that, putting 2 big black circles with a little mouth. And you know those like twisty ties things that like wrap around your bagels or whatever? I put black paint on the end of that and then formed the smile. The eyes I did by myself, but the smile face used those twisty things. And you might be like confused because you see a different color. And yeah, it is a kind of a different color because I ran out of blue paint and I made a mistake. So it actually smells really good, which is weird because paint is not supposed to smell like anything. I was really hoping for these squishies to be more slow rising and end up a little bit more slow rising, but I'm fine with non-slow rising. I don't need all my squishies to be that slow rising. And I'd have to say this is probably my favorite one, the very last one, the donut squishy. I think I did so good on that. I know I'm probably like, it's probably actually like really bad to all of you guys, but I thought I did really good on the sprinkle part. I did not show you guys the drizzle because I wanted it to be a surprise. This one's not airy, which I like too. And I'm very skeptical about that. I tried filling it up with blue and then it kind of like got smaller. So I'm probably gonna fill that up with blue because a big chunk was missing. If you saw in the beginning, and that is the part that the big chunk was missing. But I hope you guys like the rainbow part of it. And it's like a 2-side donut. Like you might think it's just a normal donut squishy. Boom. But I would totally do another one. I'm probably going to do another one like tomorrow. And I just wanted to tell you guys that this video took exactly 1 week in total to film, from the beginning to the end of all the drying process and everything. So if you want your squishies to look good and you're doing these, then probably keep in mind that's probably going to be about a week. That's pretty much it. Just remember to follow me on Instagram. If you like Shawn Mendes, follow our.muffin.Shawn. And if you like squishies and personal things, follow Piggypiggy777, because you guys can miss out on a lot of previews behind the scenes of my squishy videos. So I think you guys would like to see that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, I'm Thunder, I'm Fire, and I'm Piggypiggy. Peace out.
She don't listen to a thing. It's hard to believe you don't remember me at all. Sunrise with you on my chest. No blinds in the place where I live. Don't cry, do whatever makes you comfortable. I'm tired.
You can't take my youth away.